Hello friends, this is Seher from Easy Peasy, and today we are going to discuss about classification of matter. Now, before we start classifying the matter, we should know what matter is. So matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. So starting from sun to a little ant, everything that you can see around in any state, whether solid, liquid, or in gas, they are all taking space and they have mass, so they will be coming under the category of matter. So all the objects in the universe are composed of matter, and the mass can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can change its form. Thus, the total quantity of matter in the universe is constant. It is also called as law of conservation of mass. Here in this example, you can see we have a log, and if we put this 30 kg log on fire, the fire is 1 kg. It will convert this log into ashes. That will be 28 kg plus smoke. That will be 3 kg. So the total quantity of matter in the universe stays constant. Only the form just changes from log and fire to ash and smoke. Now, most of the people get confused between mass and weight, but these are two different things. The difference between mass and weight is the matter or mass cannot change even if we change the location of that object. For example, in this picture, this man is standing on Earth. If I put this person on a moon, again, the matter or the mass will stay the same. On the other hand, the weight is basically the mass plus gravitational pull. So here, this person is standing on Earth, so the gravitational pull of Earth will count here. If I put this person on a moon, the gravitational pull will be different, so the weight of the person or the object can changes depending on the location. So mass is the total quantity of matter present in particular object. It denotes to how much matter there is in an object. The mass of the body or the object is always constant and does not change regardless of where we measure it. On the other hand, the term weight is the force with which an object is attracted towards Earth because of the gravity. Now we can discuss the classification of matter. So matter can be classified into physical and chemical classification. Physical classification means the appearance of that matter. Then it's going to further subdivide itself into solid, liquid, and gas. If we talk about the chemical composition of that matter, then it will further classify itself into pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance can further subdivide itself into elements and compounds, and mixtures further subdivide itself into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Let's discuss each term in more detail. So we will start with the physical classification. Again, we already know that physical classification have solid, liquid, and gas. And these physical forms are present due to the amount of space present in the atoms of each thing. In solid, the atoms are very close to each other. They are almost vibrating, don't have too much space, and cannot move too far away. On the other hand, in the liquid, the particles are little far away than the solid, but not too far away again as compared to the gas state. In the gas state, the atoms will be very far away from each other. That's why the physical appearance of that matter is gas. Now let's see the other different properties of each subdivision. So solid, in the solid, as we already discussed, the particle arrangement is very close. Attraction between particle is very strong. The movement of particle is very slow or little, almost vibrating. The shape is fixed, the volume is fixed, thermal expansion is minimum, and compressibility is very small. If we talk about liquids, the particle arrangement is somewhat close. Attraction between particles are reasonably strong. Movement of particles are gliding. Shape, it takes the shape of the container. The volume is fixed, thermal expansion is minimal, and compressibility is small. The example includes water, milk, muddy water, mercury, blood, saliva, etc. If we talk about gas state, the particle arrangements are far apart, the attraction between particles are weak, the movement of particles are fast, the shape, it takes the shape of the container, volume, it fills the container, thermal expansion is very high, and compressibility is also very high. Example is oxygen, air, water vapors, carbon dioxide, hydrogen gas, helium gas, etc. Now let's move towards the chemical classification. Again, chemical classification is going to further subdivide itself into pure substance and mixture. The very good example of pure substance is water, and for mixture is seawater. So water is water, it is H2O. The chemical composition is fixed. The properties of this water, like density, color, melting point, boiling point, hardness, ductility, thermal conductivity, etc., are fixed. They cannot be physically separated into simpler substances. On the other hand, if we look at the seawater, it is not just water. There are salts inside, there are other metals inside, so it's a mixture. So in mixtures, the proportion of components may vary. The properties vary with the composition, can be physically separated into two or more pure substances. Now, let's talk about pure substance because it's going to further subdivide itself into elements and compounds. Now, what are elements? Element is a pure substance that cannot be changed into a simpler form of matter by any chemical reaction. An element that is composed of one type of atom only. On the other hand, compound is a pure substance resulting from the combination of two or more elements in a definite reproductile way in a fixed ratio. A compound that is composed of two or more elements always combine in same proportion. So the example of elements are copper, oxygen gas, helium gas, and mercury. And the examples of compounds that I have here is water, brass, fire, and carbon dioxide. Now let's talk about mixtures. Mixtures further subdivide itself into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. A homogeneous mixture is a type of mixture that has the same properties throughout a sample. And the example includes steel, air, and rain. The particles in all these three examples are distributed uniformly. On the other hand, if we talk about heterogeneous mixture, a heterogeneous mixture is a type of mixture in which the properties are not same throughout the sample, and the particles are not uniformly distributed in heterogeneous mixture. Examples include ice in the soda, blood, and soil. Now let's get ready for 5 easy peasy practice questions. Which definition of matter best explains why light is not classified as matter? Yes, that's right. Anything that has mass and occupies space. Salt is classified as a pure substance rather than a mixture because it has a fixed chemical composition and constant properties. Which statement correctly explains why milk is not a pure substance? Its composition can vary from sample to sample. Water is classified as a compound rather than an element because it is made of two different elements chemically combined in a fixed ratio. Which characteristics best distinguish a compound from a mixture? elements are present in fixed ratio by mass. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time. Bye for now.